Testing, testing. Can anybody see me? Can anybody hear me? One, two, test. Okay, there we go. It works now. Very strange there that actually bugged out. I do apologize by that. So we're gonna get started here, looking at our severe weather our severe weather that is anticipated today across Texas, where we do have a couple of strong thunderstorms that are developing rapidly. Funny enough, I've been watching these for the last hour, just watching radar trends, watching satellite trends, and that leads us into this. Got some new satellite software I think you guys are going to like a lot. So we do got a couple of storms that basically have developed this afternoon across Haskell in Texas. So Haskell County, we got some intense thunderstorms that are exploding right now. These do have severe thunderstorm warnings on them. By the way, due to a lot of issues with Radar Omega, I have canceled their subscription, so unfortunately not going to have Radar Omega anymore, unfortunately, and so we're going to have to use Radar Scope or GR2 Analyst. Hopefully you all understand that. Maybe down the road I might eventually get it, but until further notice, there's an issue with it running on my computer. For some reason, some products won't load, so that's why we are using GR2, or we're using GR2 and Radar Scope. And speaking of that, I actually have a very high-end subscription with Radar Scope right now, so we're going to be able to get some cool analysis on these storms. So Throckmorton in Texas. I am so sorry about that. I like when Siri could hear me in the other room. So, we are watching these two storms. Primarily, again, we have a storm going on right here in, again, near Throckmorton in Texas. We got another storm over here near Stamford in Texas as well. So, we've got some intense convection going on there. We also got another intense storm going on in Coleman, where there's another severe thunderstorm warning here. This expires in the next 56 minutes, and this is issued for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. Radar has indicated there is some large hail with this too. So if you're in Coleman, if you are on kind of on the 206 corridor, please take shelter, because again, you're going to get hit with some really large hail, some strong wind gusts, and also maybe a funnel cloud or two with this. We're not seeing a whole lot of shear with this severe weather setup today, but nevertheless, instability will compensate for the wind shear that we have today, and we could get some rotating, robust, deep updrafts with these storms today. Let's go further north here. Let's go up towards, let's go to, is this Iowa? This is actually in southwestern Iowa. Okay, there we go. So if you're in Skidmore, in Missouri, we also have intense thunderstorms. Some of these are looking a little bit more tornadic, with a kind of a clustering of supercells here that have developed over Fairfax, over West Morrow in Missouri. We also have a storm over in Riverton, in Farragut, in Yorktown is also in the path of these storms. Remember, the thing to look for on Doppler radar is these hook echoes. So we got a hook here. So these could be tornadic, and that's why we're going to actually look at our velocity. Let's look at our velocity product here. Yeah, we do have some rotation on this storm. We got greens moving toward the radar. Reds are moving away from the radar. Got some intense rotation down here near Skidmore, near Maitland, where we have a nice good couplet here. So intense mid-base rotation with that storm that we are tracking on the YouTube channel. If you're in Skidmore, please take shelter. I'm even surprised that's not tornado warned for many reasons. I don't know why they don't have... computer just froze there for a second. Okay, there we go. Should work now. There we go. So we are seeing a tight couplet over Skidmore, over Maitland in Missouri. So if you are downstream of these severe thunderstorms, please take shelter. It is highly recommended that you do that. Now, I wanted to show you all some cool software that I got. This is actually Guru, which is... I don't know where to get it. One of my friends on Discord sent me the link to it. I think I could bring it up. I don't know. It's a HTML link, which might not work for some of you. So it's very, very hard to find it. Let's just put it that way. But you can find it on the internet if you take your time and research. So we got some strong thunderstorms going on in Haskell. So this is IR combined with the visible satellite imagery. And actually we can see some cool things with this. Actually, let's go right here to product. Let's go to RGB. So we can get some different products and we can see with what these storms are doing. And the thing is, this updates every minute, so we can see how strong these storms actually are. So in Novus, in Texas, we got a very intense updraft, overshooting tops here. We got a newly formed storm developing north of Miles in Texas. That's the one that is also severe warned. And then when we go further north here, we're also seeing in Haskell, some intense thunderstorm convection going on. Look at this. Overshooting tops. Very vigorated or aggravated overshooting activity going on. So lots of lightning with this. Some large hail is also occurring with that. If we go to our other satellite product here, we can go over to the storms going on up here towards the north. Let's go to our RGB, and look at this. We can see how strong these storms actually are. So you can see Hopkins there in Missouri. If we take a closer zoomed in view, you can see other towns that are in the path of this. And what you're looking at here is you're looking at cloud temperatures. That's the rainbow color that you see. The red, orange, green, blue colors. And then, of course, there's an overlay or an underlay. We can see the actual overshooting or the texture of the clouds. So we see the RGB. Look at this storm here in the southwestern corner of Iowa and northwestern corner of Missouri. And then there's other products we can bring up, just plain old IR imagery. We can see how cold these clouds actually are. The colder the cloud tops, the redder and the oranger the colors are. So if you're in the Badford area in Iowa, those are some cold cloud tops, and this indicates we are seeing some very strong updrafts. Very strong updrafts that are occurring. Also, another cool feature to see this is we also have wave clouds, gravity waves going on in Iowa. Pretty cool to see. More gravity waves going on in Gore City. In Kirkville, this indicates we are seeing some wind shear over this region. We're also seeing some intense wind gusts as well. So, if you're in this area, you're seeing some southerly winds that are increasing, from the helping to advect that moisture. So very cool to see this product, actually, to see the visible satellite along to go with the IR satellite imagery. Let's go further south again. Let's take a look at this one. Let's go over here. Yeah, look at this one right here. Exploding, very much so, near Rule, near Haskell. If we go and take a look at this, we can see very, very deep convection that is ongoing. So this is definitely producing some very large hail and some very strong winds too. And that's what the thing that we're going to see today with these storms is a lot of intense large hail production. So that's the satellite imagery. Now, if we go over and look at our radar reflectivity, this is what it looks like at the surface from these storms. And so you can see how these storms have really exploded in the last 15 to 30 minutes. So if you're in Throckmorton, if you are in the Gorey area, you can see some very high reflectivity values. Alex Miller, I'm not tired. I am not trying to talk as loud or as wicked wild. So that's why I sound quiet or I sound tired. Do I sound tired, everybody? I'm sorry if I do sound tired. I hope I don't. Because if I do sound tired, then I'm going to have to speak maybe a little bit more energetic. So yeah, in Texas, we do have severe thunderstorm warning, a couple of them. To the south, we got 2-inch hail on this storm in Coleman. If you're in Silver Valley, some huge hail production. Let's take a look at 3D on this storm. And yeah, look at that. Look at the structure on that. That is some big hail in that. Nice, good looking updraft. Again, Alex Miller, I am not upset, nor am I sick. I'm not trying to talk as crazy wild as I have been, because it does make my throat a little sore after a while, so that's why I'm talking a little softer. I'm talking how David normally talks. This is just how I talk. Usually what you've been hearing me on how I talk is like this. Yeah, very strong thunderstorm going on this, you know. So I'm a little bit more monotone. It's not about entertainment, it's about saving lives. It's about getting the word out to people about the severe weather threat today. So again, if you're here for entertainment, there's other channels you could find for entertainment. Like gaming channels, entertainment channels. That's where you can go for a lot of gaming. But in the weather world, I'm trying to keep it a little more calmer. What's up, Marsha? Perez, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's an honor that you're here. It's an honor that you're here. So some pretty intense thunderstorms going on in Texas right now. Coleman, that supercell that has developed. We're not seeing any rotation with this storm. So if you're in Valera, if you're in Echo, if you're in Silver Valley, if you're in Burkett, we're not seeing any significant rotation with these storms. So thumbs up in that sense that we are not seeing tornadic type supercells in this region. But maybe a spin up or two is still a possibility. That is to be expected when you have extreme instability that we're going to be looking at here in just a bit. We also got another storm. Look at this, some hail markers on this storm near Tuxedo, Rule, and Haskell in Texas. So we're going to kind of look at this storm. And yeah, look at this. Look at the structure on that. The volumetric is awesome on this thing. You can definitely see what the rain core, what the hail core looks like. Just beautiful. What I'm looking for is more updraft organization. We're not seeing that quite yet. We're kind of just seeing a lot of this upward motion going on pretty much at the same time. You can see it right here, just throwing hail and heavy raindrops into the air. But nevertheless, it is a very cool product to look at because you can see what our storm is doing. Okay, we got a new severe thunderstorm warning, so we're going to take a look at that in just a second. Yeah, but look at some of these echo tops, almost 60,000 feet. That's a very, very explosive convection. Actually, yeah, 58,000 foot echo tops. So very, very high with that storm right now. That is explosive, and that has some good size reflectivity in it. So this is a storm to not mess with down here. Take a look at this storm near Throckmorton in Texas. So we're going to scan this one. Take a look at this little buddy. This one is also quite intense. We can see if we zoom in on it. We do have some purples in there, which indicates some larger hail. What's up, Martin's weather team? Welcome to the stream. It's an honor that you're here watching, enjoying yourself. I hope you're enjoying your May 6th very well. But here in the weather office, we are watching these storms. And look at this one. So it has a little bit more organization with it. You can see a nice, good heavy rain column, maybe some hail with that. Maybe a modest rotating updraft on this. And that makes sense because your overshooting top is right up there. So yeah, definitely a big storm that we're tracking. And let's see the echo tops on this. Doesn't hurt to take a look. Yeah, our echo tops on this are about 50,000 feet right now. So not as high as the other storm, but still really high nevertheless, enough to really throw some hail up into the atmosphere, pretty high up. Let's go and look here at our... Yeah, look at this. Definitely some colder cloud tops, negative 68 Celsius. Or this might be Fahrenheit, something like that. Can you guys hear me just fine? Some of you are, or a couple of you are having a hard time hearing me. Let me know if you want me to talk louder or if you want me to talk quieter. Okay. I'm not too far from the mic. I mean, should be close enough. But yeah, very intense thunderstorm down here. Wow. Negative 60, negative 72 Celsius cloud tops on that. And this is really, really booming right here. This storm right here is exploding quite a bit. Perfect as it is. All right. David, I might fall asleep. Well, that's up to you if you want to fall asleep. Someone is talking in Spanish in here. I've got to translate that. I do not know what they're referring to. Oh, yeah, that he doesn't mean anything. All right, never mind. Okay, you think I'm good with the audio? Okay. I just want to make sure. I just wanted to make sure because, yeah, I want to make sure my audience could hear me just fine. So, yeah, what you're looking at here is Guru, something like that, yeah. And you're looking at visible, and you're looking at cloud top temperatures. And the colder the cloud tops, the higher the thunderstorms or the deeper the updrafts typically are. And so we can see a couple of hot spots, we call them hot towers, over Rule, over Haskell. Got another hot tower here just to the south of Gorey in Texas. Got also some very intense cloud tops going near Coleman, near Novus. That would make sense of why we're seeing the biggest hail down there. Okay, we have now a considerable severe thunderstorm warning. This is golf ball size hail and 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So if you're in Stamford, please take shelter immediately on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Pretty intense thunderstorm. If you're in Haskell, if you're in Winhart, if you're in Rule, please take shelter. That is a very strong thunderstorm that we are looking at. No rotation on that storm, so we're not seeing any tornadic type activity, but we're also seeing some very large hail production. We're seeing a very intense thunderstorm over here near Silver Valley. This is where our echo tops are fairly big. Fairly high up. If we scan this, we could actually see that some of these are really trying to push 60,000 feet. Nice, intense hail core in that. Look at that. Very nice looking hail core on the Silver Valley storm in Texas. Even so, some of these do have hook echoes. They are not tornadic. I don't see anything tornadic with these storms yet at the moment. Yep. Okay. Enjoy yourself. All right. Martin's weather team, please be safe if when you go out there and track storms. These are pretty significant. We're seeing we are seeing almost about 70 decibels on the Silver Valley storm. So we are seeing some very large hail production, possibly 2 to 3 inches in diameter on that storm right now. Looks pretty significant, actually, to say the least. But the storms over here, too, we're watching near Stamford in Texas. We'll also have another storm to the west-northwest of Throckmorton in Texas that has 1-inch hail. And we do have 65 decibels on that. So some huge hail production with that. Let's take a look at the storms in Iowa. This is in Nodaway County in Missouri, where we do have some more robust updrafts that are shaping up. Echo tops with these are reaching about 40,000 feet. So we're not seeing super duper explosive deep convection with this, but we are still seeing high enough echo tops to where we are seeing large hail production with these storms. So that's going on in northwestern Missouri. Oh, nice. You track cyclones worldwide, me and my team. Oh, nice. I'll have to actually check out your channel. Cause try to follow a lot of weather channels regardless. Even so I don't watch any of them, I still follow them. It's awesome, though, that you do follow. It's awesome that you do this for a living. Martin's weather team. Love it. I love it a lot. So, yeah, so if you guys are new to the stream, consider liking it and sharing this with your family and friends on social media. It would really help out a lot. because yeah, I've been looking forward to this actually. I'm streaming for you all today for a few hours. I'm not going to stream all day, like 8 or 9 hours, but I'll be here for a few hours, keeping you all updated on the severe weather. 2 severe thunderstorm warnings going on in Silver Valley right now. Echo, if you're in Briquette, if you're in Cross Plains, Rowden, please take shelter if you're downstream of these storms. These are producing 1 to 2 inch hail, enough to cause some damage. Yep, I'm sure I'll enjoy it. I can't guarantee I'll watch every video Martin's Weather Team, but I'll do my best. I'm subscribed to 50 plus different weather channels on YouTube. So you're one of the 50 that I'm subscribed to, actually. We have a new storm popping up here in Royston in Texas. This is, by the way, in a very rural area. Not a lot of population out here, but there are some towns that are in the path of these storms. So our job here is to keep you all updated on the radar. But another thing I want to show you all is, let's go over here to our CAPE, our how much energy is in the air today. I wanted to show you all this from the meso-analysis on the Storm Prediction Center. And yeah, you're looking at 6,000 joules of CAPE in Central Texas, surface-based CAPE, by the way. So this is from the surface. In Arkansas, up to 5,500 joules of thunderstorm juice or jet fuel for these storms. We had a lot of high instability in this area yesterday, which has allowed an MCS to kind of propagate this way out of northern Texas. Something like that is going to occur today again, and that is why we are streaming on this. Another MCS, more of these an MCS, which is a mesoconvective system. What's up, Andrew Doolittle? How are you doing? Very dry along the eastern seaboard the past week or so. Strange. Yeah, it's been oddly wet here in my neck of the woods, too. Speaking of that, I gotta really watch my area closely for thunderstorms today, because we're supposed to get some strong ones. I don't think... Oh yeah, I'm in the clear. That's good news. For once, we're actually in the clear. We're not seeing any thunderstorms. Unless you're in Texas, then yeah, some of these storms are pretty strong. Quite the strong storms. So, yeah, so this is what we're looking at right now. Lots of instability. The reason why we are seeing that is if we look at our mid-level lapse rates, 8 to almost 9 Celsius, which is very, very steep, and that's going to lead to some significant hail growth in the atmosphere. So we're going to see some big hailstones. Also, downdraft CAPE is also pretty significant, 1,500 to almost 2,000 joules per kilogram, which means that's basically how much energy there will be accumulating when there's a downdraft. So the higher these numbers, the stronger downdrafts you can get potentially, and usually you get strong outflow. So that's what we're expecting today across the northern Texas area, is that these DCAPE values are so high, really high. Mixed layer CAPE is up to about 4,000 to 4,500 joules per kilogram. Little bit of mixed layer SIN that is still in place, that is still expected to erode further east over the next couple of hours. But in the short term, boy, we have some pretty intense storms that we're tracking right now. And a lot of warnings going on in Texas. Quite the activity. And you can see why. We have some very, very intense, explosive storms going on. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. So that's a very neat thing about this program, is that you could actually see how deep the convection actually is. The deeper the convection, the more intense these updrafts actually are. And look at that, they're just exploding. This is, by the way, a mesosector, so this updates every 1 minute. In fact, if we just sit here and watch this image, it will update every single minute. There's my mouse for proof that I am not touching the computer. My hands are not even on it. And you'll see here in like a minute that this is going to update. Alex Miller, I don't know why you think I'm tired. My towns are being affected in Texas. Yeah, depending on where you are exactly, some towns are definitely being affected. So if you watched that, you can see Meso updating every single 1 minute, which is pretty cool. I'm not tired. I'll say I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Hey David, do you think there will be a severe weather outbreak in the Midwest this week? Another YouTuber I watch, Pat's Path Predictor, said there will be. All right, I don't like calling out other YouTubers, but I'm telling you, some people do it for attention. I'm not saying he is, but an outbreak is not... I mean, it could be a low-end outbreak, I guess, but I'm not really confident that it's going to be like one of those deja vu moderate risk outbreaks. So, I don't like calling out other YouTubers. I'm not here to do that, honestly, but I will tell you my own personal opinion. Some YouTubers out there, I'm not going to mention their names, do tend to hype up stuff. If you've noticed, I will use the word extreme sometimes in my thumbnail because 5,000, 6,000 joules of CAPE is fairly extreme. I mean, there's no way you cannot say 6,000 thunderstorm juice is not extreme, right? I'm gonna hype up when it is needed. Like if it's Cat 5 hurricane, I'm not gonna just sit there and be like, Category 5 hurricane update, you know. So, I just want to make that clear. Just, you know, he could be right, I could be right, but I'm not really confident or convinced that we're going to have a severe outbreak of storms. Maybe a very, oh my gosh, my allergies. We might have a very micro scale localization of a severe outbreak, but I mean not on a regional or wide scale. His title says tornado outbreak likely. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Tornado outbreak likely. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, did he... Mango Chan, did he really put tornado outbreak likely? Did he really? I'm sorry. Can I ask you guys this question? Is there going to be a tornado outbreak? I mean, I just don't get it. I don't see an outbreak. Where in the heck do you guys see an outbreak? I mean, what? A 5% chance of tornadoes? It's not even significant. I mean, like, what the heck? Yeah, Mango Chan, let me know. Like, I mean, wow. Like, 5% is not a tornado outbreak. He did it, and he says multi-day round of severe weather. I think he's right, though. He talked about 6,000 Cape. The Cape part, yeah, the instability is true. We are seeing extreme instability, but I want to kind of teach you all. Let's make this a little lesson, a learning 101 lesson. Just because you have 6,000 joules of Cape or thunderstorm juice or jet fuel for these thunderstorms does not mean you're gonna get a severe weather outbreak. It does not mean that. Okay? It does not. Okay? So whoever knows past path predictor, let them know that, hey, just because we have 6,000 joules of Cape does not mean we're gonna get a prolific, widespread, severe weather outbreak. You need other factors. You need forcing at the surface, okay? You need convergence or confluence, right? You need air moving in like this, okay? Right? And you need enough of it, all right? You need air mass density differences. You need forcing for like a little upper level disturbance to move on through. And then you're going to get thunderstorms. What Cape means is it illustrates. Cape stands for convective available potential energy. Okay, potential. I want you guys to acknowledge that you heard me say potential. Potential. It does not mean will, right? So convective available potential energy is how it's worded. Means that's how much energy is available for thunderstorms. It doesn't mean you will see thunderstorms, right? Now, the chances are a little higher that you do get thunderstorms because, well, any little convergence you get is going to lead to one little intense storm or so, right? So 6,000 joules, I agree with Pat's Path Predictor. That is very impressive. That is extreme. I'm not gonna disagree with him on that. But what I am going to disagree is there is not going to be a tornado outbreak. I mean, a tornado outbreak, how I see it, is a 10 sig at least, maybe a little higher than that. You know, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't, I don't see a tornado outbreak. I really don't. And people can get mad at me and disagree with me like, oh, David, he is right. There is a tornado outbreak. I just don't see one. I don't see one right now. For sure, especially in Texas, where we have only a large hail chance that is in place. So Cross Plains, if you're in Putnam on the I-20 corridor, brace yourself. Storms are moving into that area. We're talking about maybe some 1 to 2 inch hailstones, possibly even larger than that, as a matter of fact, based on radar presentation. So keep that in mind. Also, a lot of lightning strikes that are anticipated with these storms too. There's a cluster up here in Haskell. There's another cluster down here near Coleman. And this is all moving in this general direction. Okay. So we're seeing storm motions like this. Seeing storm motions like this. In that way. You're very welcome, Mango Chan. Yeah. So, you know, and that is why, for any of you, for those that are watching here, that's why I've been really toning down my titles, my thumbnails. That's why you see consistency with my thumbnails now. It's like, thank you, Cindy Burnett, for subscribing. I do appreciate the subscription. Finally got that alert to actually work. So, where was I? So that's why you see this style, very consistent looking style. And I actually like it. I enjoy doing it. And everything like that. So, are there tornado warnings? Oh, we do got an, oh, shoot, we got an observed. Oh, gosh, where is this at? Oh, 2 different areas. Whoa, okay, let's take a look. Man, not where the 5% actually is. So let's go over there. This is in a radar hole. Okay, that doesn't help. Is that? Yeah, that is in a radar hole. Great. We do have an observed tornado, brief touchdown. So we do have a tornado near in Labalt in Grant County. This is in South Dakota. So if you're in South Dakota, please take shelter right now. If you're in Millbank, if you're in Labalt, if you're in Stradburg, if you're in the Grant County, if you are in Big Stone, oh wait, no, which county is that? Yeah, Grant County, please take shelter. This is an observed tornado. We actually got 2 observed tornadoes in this stream already. We didn't even get to radar indicated first. So damaging tornado, please take shelter. We're not seeing large hail with this one, which is good, but we are seeing a tornado. We're also seeing another confirmed tornado down here in Nebraska. Let's take a look at that one here on the stream. Oops. The whole time I did not have my GR2 opened up. That was crazy. So in Hayes, we do have a tornado in Frontier in Stockville. If you're in Curtis, please take shelter. Again, a landspout tornado. Public confirmed a landspout tornado. So it's not a very strong tornado, perhaps. Probably on the lower end scale, but we are seeing a tornado on the ground. So please take this seriously if you're in the path, Frontier. If you're in Moorfield, please take shelter. We are seeing a confirmed landspout tornado and quarter-size hail with that storm. Okay. Can we get a UWU in stream? I have not heard of UWU. Can you explain a little bit more what that actually means? A UWU. Thank you, Chan. Thank you, Martins, for tuning in. But yeah, so we are seeing a couple of confirmed tornado warnings at the moment. They're just literally like landspout tornadoes, so they're not particularly strong by any means. More than anything, this one looks a little bit more promising in the Elmo area, Claremont, in Missouri. So we got 2 confirmed tornado warnings of the stream so far. Ooh, ooh. What's up, Mindy Weeks? Welcome to the stream. So if you are in Nodaway County in Missouri, please take shelter. We are seeing 2 intense storms here that are maintaining intensity. We are seeing a little bit of rotation. This one right here definitely has a couplet on it. It will be, it's going to be interesting if that gets actually tornado warned. And if it does, I kind of thought it would eventually. So if you're in Bradyville, if you're in Claremont, please take shelter. There is a severe thunderstorm warning, a considerable warning actually, for golf ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And it does have a tornado possible tag on it. Oh, okay. I see Reaper. The Reaper. How's everybody doing? How's everybody enjoying the lovely stream that I have going? Look at these thunderstorms, by the way. Very explosive. Very explosive. I mean, look at the IR. This top right here is approaching almost negative 75 Celsius in cloud temperatures. So that is a very cold, explosive thunderstorm right now. Look at that. I'm glad you're doing good, ESL. I do appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying your Saturday very great and nicely. But yeah, look at these kind of bubbling, aren't they? Just like pot of boiling water of these storms that are just bubbling. Just boiling water. Boiling. We're also seeing more storms fire up here in Colorado City, Sweetwater. If you're in Sterling City, to the east of that, we do have deeper convective clouds, really deep. LB, it does look like a fairly active hurricane season. For any of you that are here on my channel for the hurricane season, I am going to have my first outlook discussion on the hurricane season on May the 15th. May the 15th, that is on a Monday, and it works perfect because that's when I do my Enzo forecasts. So instead of dedicating to our Enzo update, we're going to dedicate to our hurricane outlook and discussion update on the channel, with kind of adding a little bit of an kind of intervene our El Nino or Enzo update too with that. Yeah, look at these storms right here just bubbling up in northwestern Missouri. Look at this. On southwestern tip corner of Iowa, really bubbling up. You can really get an idea of how this is all progressing. You're very welcome, LB. But yeah, look at what's off towards the east. Definitely some gravity wave clouds. So we got some Ripley looking clouds going on in northern Missouri, in the Iowa area. And that indicates there is some shear. Definitely some shear going on. And it's going to be interesting to see with what these group of storms actually do here over Maryville, over Bedford in Iowa. I mean, those are cool looking storms. Really exploding. Really exploding. Yeah, this one really, look at that. It is really overshooting right now. Yeah, that is really bubbling up right there. Haskell. I'll donate $50 if you say a UWU in an animal voice. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. So, yeah, lots of severe thunderstorm warnings that are currently ongoing right now in Texas. 3-inch hail marker on that one in Rochester. So, huge hail marker on that. Big time hail. What's up, Butter Dwag? Woohoo! 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 I think that sounds pretty good. Woohoo! I think, is that good? I don't know. Ooh, woo. Woohoo! Woohoo! Something like that. I don't have a girl's voice, okay? So don't expect me to have a girl's voice here when I say that. Mango-chan. Woohoo! You guys are probably laughing at me like, what the heck is he doing? Well, you know, Mango-chan is convincing me to say, ooh, woo, ooh, woo, in a girl's voice. That was pretty good, but you should keep working on it. I want to hear you say it, though, Mango-chan. But, of course, when you chat, I can't hear you if you know. But big time hail if you're in Rochester, if you're in O'Brien, Texas, if you're in Knox City, Texas. Yeah, we got some big hail on that storm right there. That is producing 2 to 3 inch hail on it. You can see the updraft. Look at that. Look at that updraft. Nice, good looking hail core in that. You can even see it looks like a little mushroom too. That is definitely exploding. Definitely exploding. That's that overshooting top that we looked at. Look at that thing. Just look at that thing. Just beautiful. So that is in Rochester, O'Brien, Texas. So in Haskell. Arlene Forney. People are laughing at me about it. Ooh! Ooh! Is that better? Ooh! Probably ear raping you all. Probably ear raping you all. Mango Channel over here is convincing me, folks. So if you hear me doing it and acting weird, you can thank Chan for that. Mango. Ooh, boy, we actually have a red TVS on that storm. Okay. That could get tornado warned, actually. Near Stramford, Texas, that could get tornado warned. We are seeing a little bit of rotation at the surface on that. That is a pretty intense mesocyclone on it, too. Wow, that has a very intense mesocyclone. So that is a very robust, intense updraft. How does that sound? Hi, Alex. Hi, Alex. That sounds a little girly. So, enough with the funny entertainment here. As I just got done saying, I'm not really here for entertainment. I'm here tracking the severe weather. I've been actually looking forward to this with you all. So, yeah. So, yeah, we got some pretty explosive storms going on in Texas. I don't have a girly voice, Mango-chan. I'm a boy. I'm not a girl. You expect me to have a girl's voice. What's up, login dog? Woof woof. How are you doing? Laughing out loud. Sounds like Marge Simpson. Funny. Or Butterdog. Why do I always use your last name as Dwag? Okay, I just realized her name is Butterdog. A dog that's made of butter. Watch out, you guys. Butterdog over here is very buttery. No, I'm just kidding. I guess he's a dog that likes butter. We are all supporting you, David. Thank you. Glad you're doing good. But what do you all think about my lovely, lovely guru? Guru! Satellite imagery. Yeah, oh yeah, SD Storm Seekers. Yes, I am very aware of that. There was a tornado. There was a couple of tornado reports actually over there. In fact, if we want to take a look at that, that's the whole sole purpose of this stream, is tracking tornadoes too. A land spout tornado, a weak funnel cloud, trained weather spotter did report that 6 miles south of Strandsburg, South Dakota. Just again, a land spout-ish tornado that was on the ground in LaBolt area. That tornado warning will be allowed to expire in 2 minutes. We got another tornado right here. Another tornado warning. That is in the South Dakota area in Curtis. That will expire in 17 minutes. There was also in Hayes Center a report of a land spout tornado also with that. So just very weak tornadoes coming through here, right? With not a big tornado warning kind of wording by any means. Those will be allowed to expire here within probably the next 3 to 6 minutes or so. In the meantime, a lot of this activity in Texas is really growing. It's growing and it's getting stronger. And that's what satellite imagery illustrates here, is these thunderstorms that are absolutely intense. There's other products I can show you here. Oh yeah, look at this cloud top right here. Look at that. That's a very intense overshooting thunderhead right there. Yeah, look at that. Cloud tops there. That is, let's see how cold that is by looking at our palette. So let me see our offset here. I want to just see something how. Yeah, so we are on the order here. Yeah, so we're looking at cloud tops of at least -80. So very, very high. Very high. And that's what you get when you have extreme instability. If we actually look at our... Let's go to RGB. You look at that. You can see it right there. Very intense. What's up, Martin's Weather Team? Welcome back. Welcome back. It's an honor that you're here enjoying this stream. But yeah, you can see these very, very intense thunderstorms. Ooh, 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 ooh. I did my best. I did my best. Yeah, look at those storms. Just bubbling. We only have one tornado warning that remains in effect in Nebraska. That will be allowed to expire in the next 5 to 10 minutes. Oh. We're seeing weak convergence along this supercell right here in Stramford, in Texas. If you're downstream, if you're in Westover, if you're in Albert, you're getting so much better. Thanks. You're saying my voice is hot, Alex Miller? I wonder what you sound like. Can you do it, Alex? Can you do the woo-hoo? So, if you are in the Throckmorton area, if you are in Stramford, please take shelter. 2-inch hail on that. 2-inch hail. If you're Longworth, if you're in the Rowley area, if you're in the North Robbie area, please take shelter. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and ping pong size hail on that storm. So you can use a girl's voice, Alex? Yeah, but look at all these storms really firing up. Only a couple of dominant supercells that we see. There's one right here in Stramford that we're watching in Texas. It's got a lot of warnings. A lot on the radar. What's up, Justin Monique? How are you doing? Let's see if we got any more. 10 hail reports so far. So not significant hail. Lots of rain coming in tonight until 4 p.m. tomorrow here, and maybe some general thunderstorms mixed in. I forgot login dog where you're at, which state you're in. I'm good, enjoying the weather here in Erie, Pennsylvania. It's 63 degrees and sunny. Nice. 63 is not too bad. Here it is 61 degrees. What's up, John 542E? How are you doing? Too much capping in my area. Yeah, let me see your area. No, there's no capping in your area. Actually, according to meso analysis, there's no capping in your area. Oops, not that one. I wanted... Yeah, let me go to thermodynamics. There's no capping in your area at all. There is nothing. Barely any capping. Oh, you're in Michigan. Okay, yeah, you're pretty far north. Yeah, you're under a general risk for thunderstorms the next 3 days, so nothing severe. But yeah, I don't see any capping in your area, John. Anyways, I gotta go now. Thanks for so much for the advice. You're welcome, Mango. Yeah, just, you know, hype is just to get people's attention, but it's only used if it's going to be a very serious weather situation. Like, it's hilarious when people use the word extreme, ugly, monster, deadly, when really there's nothing significant, really big going on, like an outbreak. I mean, I never use words like that unless it's absolutely necessary. Storms are firing up already, John. But in your area, so you're going to have maybe a storm or two late tonight. But I don't see anything through tomorrow early morning. Let me see the HRRR. Let's see here. Maybe on Monday morning you might get something. It's going to be another big day, actually. It's going to be the day to really watch. But until then, you're really not going to see a lot in the way of severe thunderstorms. You're going to have a lot of instability, though. Gosh, a lot of thunderstorms going on, though. Really exploding right now. Tyler, what's up, brother viewer? My viewer, Tyler. How are you? By the way, Tyler, look what program I got. Guru. It's a meso-analysis satellite imagery. And you can see with what the storms actually look like. They're just bubbling up. Very good, Tyler. Thank you for asking. David, I've been viewing you for about for about a year or two. That's great, Martin's weather team. I'm still looking into doing it, Tyler. I'm not sure yet. I'm really not sure. I might have to get WSV3, but I'm really gonna save up for that probably. What does it look like for central Indiana through tonight and Sunday? Sorry if that's a stupid question. Storm starting here in central Illinois. Now let's take a look at that. So what do you think of... Yeah, I know. There was one, Tyler, a confirmed tornado over there. A land spout. Or a funnel... Yeah, a funnel cloud, a brief touchdown, something like a rope tornado. Nothing too extreme by all means. But yeah, death noted. So let's see here for central Indiana. So yeah, for your area tonight, it's going to be pretty... It's a nice looking MCS line. You can see how it bows out like this. You can really see it. So there is going to be some strong winds along this. Intense wind gusts, possibly 65 miles an hour perhaps, along that boundary. Temperature gradient really not going to change much with that. But definitely a strong thunderstorm. This was a tornado for 30 minutes. Oh, wow. What's up, NoVirus87? Welcome. Then the other one, I think the one in Nebraska, that was a land spout. That's what the storm report said. And then there's more storms coming in on Monday for the same areas. So hold on to your hats and horses, because there is more on the way. Let's see for the Kansas area. Of course, nothing for Kansas, except maybe Sunday night into Monday. There might be that western end of the line that rolls through Kansas. Again, that would be 39 hours from now, so a lot of this will change with time. But until then, there is not going to be a lot in the way of severe weather at all for Kansas City. Instability, though, definitely something else. A lot of instability. Lot of instability. I bet it's muggy there, isn't it, Tyler? My viewer Tyler is probably sweating. Another tornado warning, Nebraska again. Okay, that is still on the ground then. Radar coverage is horrible over there. Before we get there though, it was really hot today. Yeah, I can see that. I agree with that. Yeah, hot and humid. Yeah, there's new tornado. Oh wait, that just got issued not long ago. Yeah, just got issued. So tornado warning in Stanbury in Missouri right now. 2-inch hail on this storm. And that definitely has a nice hook on it. So a very organized looking supercell. Ravenwood, if you're in the Clyde in Missouri, nice looking hook on this. Nice, good looking inflow onto this storm. You can see where that inflow notch actually is located. Let's go further to the west, where in Frontier, actually, you know what? I'm going to add another window to this to make this a lot better. How did I get GR3? Well, I'll explain how I got it back, Tyler. Fire Ant could explain to you. It's some good news, though. Got some good news. Because I don't want to really explain it on stream. By the way, Jay Zor's Weather Center, definitely got a... You have a storm on... Okay, it's this storm down here. You have a chance, too, to get some strong winds. What's up, Diana? My gosh, this is awesome. Got my loyal viewers here watching my stream. So public reports, landspout touchdown near Stockville. Okay, another... Okay, we got another warning out. Oh, wait, no, yeah. Yeah, so we had 2 more confirmed. We have more confirmed tornado warnings today than radar indicated. Usually that's the other way around. So yeah, we got a storm going on right now in Nebraska. This is Elwood, a land spout tornado. Land spout tornado. Echo tops on this are not significantly high. So it's more of a shallower type updraft. But we are seeing a land spout and 1-inch hail on that storm. 1-inch hail. So if you are in the path of this, if you're in Barton, if you're in Bertrand, if you're in Smithfield, Loomis, please take shelter. But yeah, definitely a tornado in Stanbury right now. That is some strong rotation. And this is in Gentry Gentry County, Missouri. If you're in Gentry County, Missouri, you definitely want to take shelter. This is producing some intense rotation. That's a beautiful looking updraft. What's up, JMJ? What's up, Butterdog? Again, that's a blowing snow report in Illinois. Laughing out loud. Blowing snow report? What the heck? There's a blowing snow report. Where do you see a blowing snow report? What in the freak? So we got a severe thunderstorm warning in Lake City, Reed's Landing in Minnesota, moving into Wisconsin. I have radar scope and I don't see it. Oh wait, you know why? Do I have storm reports in? Maybe I don't. Let's see. It's probably it's an imping report. That's probably why. It's not an official storm report. That's why. Blowing snow. Reduced visibility, blowing snow. That is crazy. Blowing snow. Probably blowing dust instead. Someone really did not do an accurate storm report on that, funny enough. It's probably blowing dust, Butter Dog. It's not nothing as far as blowing snow. But yeah, take a look here at the visible satellite imagery on our storms. Quite strong. Quite strong. But yeah, very deep convection with these storms. Look at that. This is what you can get. You know, it's free. It's just not easy to find out there. It's called Guru. And you can really see how these storms have really shaped up. By the way, if you all are new to the stream, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share this stream with your family and friends on social media. This rotation is really getting tight here. Really getting tight. See if that becomes a confirmed tornado. What's up, Diana, the fiber fan? How are you? David, we got a dusting of snow last night. Wow, that's crazy. Snow in early May. Snow in early May. You're not new here, Alex. Stop with that. You're not new. You're not new. You've been on my channel forever. Are you a good cook, Alex? Are you a very good cook? So if you're in Stanbury and Gentry County, please take shelter. Again, that is a tornado warning that has been issued. That is a tornado warning. David, can me and my team collab with you? You would have to talk to me on Discord. Do you have a Discord by any chance? If so, I would have to you would have to reach out to me first about that with the collaboration. Or you can contact or you can talk to Tyler Tyler Base. Or yeah. Oh, you're going to take care of it. All right, Tyler. I am not tired. How do you guys know I'm tired? Let me know. How do you guys know that I'm tired? What's up, Mango Chan with a different profile picture? Report of a damaging tornado in South Dakota was just submitted, and there was a lot of debris in there. Oh, goodness. Okay. So we do got in South Dakota. Yeah, that was from earlier, that report. This storm right here in Stanbury, though, that is absolutely intense. That is... I'm surprised that's not even on the ground. If it already is. I mean, that is pretty tight rotation. Yeah, look at that supercell right there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It went through a town of 300 to 500 people. New Mezzo is out. Okay. I need to get a new... I need to see what different radar... Oh my gosh, that is definitely a strong mesocyclone for sure. This is definitely... This is absolutely close of touching the ground. That is definitely elevated though, but wow. Those are some intense velocities. Really intense velocities on that Stanbury storm in Missouri. So if you're just tuning in, we are watching this storm. Has a donut on it. By the way, Tyler, look at these storms. Look at visible. Look at my visible satellite imagery. Oh my goodness, these echo tops are really high. Approaching negative 83 Celsius. That is very, very intense convection. Really intense convection. Actually, let me see if I can get the website for you, Tyler. I think you're going to like this program a lot. I think you're going to like it so much. I would like to keep it private, though, so just keep it between me and you, okay? But that's the link to it. Also, Martin's weather team, if you can send me a friend request too, that would be great. That would be great. Don't worry, Tyler. I know you got this. You'll take care of it for me, but also you can join our server too. Martin's weather team. We have a Weather Force server. If you're interested in joining that, you're more than happy to. You're more than welcome to. Now you're gonna have to download there's two partitions of the download you'll have to do, Tyler, to get this to run properly. It is a bit confusing at first. Actually, it's quite confusing. But I think if you can know how to work GR Analyst and other programs, I think you'll know how to run this. It's not that hard after a bit. But you get meso and you get radar images, which is pretty cool. New tornado warning for Missouri. I bet you it's still radar indicated. Okay. So we got a new radar indicated warning. Yeah, they're definitely going to continue the tornado warning on that. That is pretty tight velocities. Really tight. Stanbury, Gentry, if you're in Darlington, if you're in Albany, Gentry, please take shelter. A new tornado warning. Oh my goodness. Another one in Minnesota now. Minnesota confirmed tornado warning. These are just scattered about. These are scattered about, these warnings. Big time hail going on in Texas, though. What's up, Republic Torpedo? Torpedo. It is observed. Yes, I know the one in Minnesota is observed. Going right up there to Minnesota right now. Hey, Tyler, do you want to join the stream? I don't think you can, though. You're probably busy. These are scattered about. Scattered! Yeah, there's another one right here. We'll probably get a tornado report on this, but weather spotters did confirm tornado, damaging tornado. So this is an actual tornado here. Tornado has been observed. If you are in the Raymond area, if you're in Clara City, if you are in the Pinnock area downstream, if you're in Murdoch, please take shelter. You sent me a friend request? Awesome. Martin M., I accepted your request. So if you are downstream of this, again, Tyler will talk to you, Martin's weather team, about the whole partner collab thing. I'm not going to be involved with that. Tyler's got it. So if he says he's got it, he'll take care of it. So if you're downstream of this, please take shelter. That is a confirmed tornado. Strange enough, a little bit of some rotation, as you can see there. A little bit. But definitely the one in Gentry, Darlington, Albany, please take shelter. That is really tight. That is a nasty looking couplet. I mean, you got greens and blues moving this way. You got reds and yellows going this way. So that is a really tight couplet. That's tight. That is... It still yet has to get a ground observation report or a radar report if there's debris. I don't see any debris right now on that. What is it? Republic of torpedo. Oh, yeah, David, there is a PDS warning today in South Dakota. Really? There was a PDS? I don't think it was. Alex Miller, please stop. Please stop with that. Yeah, this is... Gosh, that's strong. That is absolutely strong. That's gonna earn a war. Yeah, that is really tight rotation. I've issued a hurricane warning for David. It's a Category 5 David. So 66 mile an hour winds touching negative 34. 66. Oh gosh. New velocity update on this storm in Darlington in Missouri. 107 now, touching 80. That's very tight. Very tight couplet. That is not a particularly dangerous situation warning. J-Zord's Weather Center. That's just a typical tornado warning. Damaging tornado. It would have a particularly dangerous situation tag on it. It is not. That's not particularly dangerous situation. So, yeah, if you're in Darlington, Albany, and Missouri, that's where we have our bigger tornado that is going on right now, potentially. So the tornado warning right now, radar did indicate rotation. It is not on the ground, but that is very tight rotation. Yeah, tornado warning in Minnesota. That, I don't think that's going to be a PDS yet. Where in the heck is our velocity? Not working on us? Fancy hippie! I just said hi to you. Sorry there, chat. I'm looking at radar and looking at chat at the same time, so I can't get to everyone right away. But hey there, Fancy hippie. How are you doing? We also got another tornado that might be spinning up behind it. There's another couplet that we're watching too. So, yeah, if you are in the Conception Junction, there is another area of rotation showing up there. Okay, that rotation got really tight. We got two areas of strong rotation. So if you're in Darlington, it's not going to be a 1-2 hit. If you're in Gintry, it's going to be a 1-2 hit probably. That is strong. They're going to have to issue another tornado warning on this storm in the back. That one's quite strong. New tornado warning. Radar indicated. Just getting our handful of warnings today. Hey, extreme weather, how are you doing? I'm a little tired, you guys, but I'll get through the day. For some reason, I can't ever sleep before midnight. It's always like at 3 or 4 in the morning when I go to sleep. Funny enough. Whoa, tight rotation near Coleman, Texas, just east. Let's take a look at Coleman, Texas. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. That is definitely another storm to watch. That does have a yellow TVS on it. So if you're in crosscut in Texas, Rising Star, yeah, that's definitely a tight couplet. We got greens moving toward the radar. We got yellows and reds moving away from the radar. So really, really strong couplet here. Might be a tornado waiting to occur. We'll see, though, if conditions allow that. That should be tornado warned, actually. I think it might get tornado warned. That really has intensified pretty quickly. Man, that hail in that storm is pretty large. Huge hail in that. Nice, good-looking hail core. You gotta watch this one. This is a strong storm. Nice, good-looking rotation couplet. It's what we look for when it comes to a rotation couplet is those colors that are right on top of each other. The storm in Gintry is weakening maybe a little bit. Still has a pretty intense mesocyclone on it at 35,000 feet. Wow, that even goes up to even 45,000 feet. So that is, even Echo tops here, 50,000 feet. So that's a very, very intense, monstrous storm in Albany. If you look at our IR product again, look at this. Definitely exploding storms. Thank you for completing the survey, Republic of Torpedo. If you guys haven't completed the survey, there is a link in the live chat leading to that survey. I want to make sure it's the right one, though. First, because if not, then that could be a problem. So I want to make sure I got the right one. Let's see. Oh, I don't even have it here. Funny enough. This is the link right here that you all should click on. Yeah, there is. You're right. Yeah. There's tornadoes. I do agree. Jay's Weather Center, there are tornadoes outside of the 2% risk. I mean, pretty crazy to say the least. I did not even realize that until now. That's got our 4 tornado reports. But yeah, Cape is very high. These storms are just exploding right now. Exploding. Including this storm right here near Smithfield that has 2-inch hail on it. High rotation in northern Nebraska. Yeah, that has a severe thunderstorm warning on it. But yikes. Oh, yeah. Big time rotation near Darlington, near New Hampton in Missouri. If you're in Gentry right now, Albany, New Hampton, yeah. Good looking couplet there. There is no fee, Alex Miller. So yeah, we got really strong rotation on this storm right here. We got 110 touching -30. Really strong rotation. Oh gosh, we might have a tornado. We might have something starting to pick up near May, Texas. May, Texas. That is an area that is really strong. Welcome back, Martin's Weather team. What's up, Theodore Johnson? What's up, Beyond All? Hi, David. Is northwestern Missouri supposed to get any severe weather? Lincoln County specifically. So, northeastern Missouri. So, northeastern Missouri will be getting severe weather tonight. Let's take a look at Doppler radar forecast. So the northwestern Missouri, or northeastern, sorry, is right up in here. You're going to be getting storms tonight into the evening hours, and then more so on Sunday night. There'll be more storms that pop up there. Can see that line. What's up, Pro Drive GT? How are you doing? Got some new people here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. You guys are awesome. By the way, if anyone subscribes, you get a little shout out in the stream. Simply. So, yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, that's the thing that I added recently to my live streams. This is the first one having that alert, which is quite good. So yeah, we do have some rotation. Strong rotation. So we are going to be watching these storms. Looks like that one in Minnesota is still tornado warned. Till 6:30 p.m. Central Time. So the next 13 or so minutes. I do have Twitter, yes. I do have Twitter. Let me bring up Twitter really quickly. I did not get a notification from you yet, so there is definitely rotation here. Possibly, again, a tornado if you're in Albany, New Hampton, if you're in Bethany, if you're in Harrison County in Missouri. Definitely. A storm that you do not want to mess with. That has large hail and a tornado. So if you're in New Hampton, if you're in Bethany, if you're in Harrison, if you're in Albany, if you're in Darlington, please take shelter. We're also watching the storms in southern Texas. This, a lot of clustering right here going on. Got an outflow boundary actually right there. It's probably where our strongest winds are occurring. Now look at that convection. That is really exploding. Really, really blowing up. You got a new storm popping up just east of Snyder, Texas. So if you're in Weatherford, well, not Weatherford, but yeah, Wichita Falls, you're getting some deep convection as well. What's up, RV and Feeling Free? Thank you for subscribing. You are awesome. My alert thing is not working. Funny enough. See why it's not working. Hold on a second, folks. That is weird because I thought I had the alert thing on here that actually works. I guess not. It did work earlier, though. That's for sure. But, yeah. So if you are in the New Hampton area, that's where we have a tornado warning. We have a new special statement issued over Conception Junction. Hail up to a ½ inch and max wind gust, well, over ½ inch and wind gusts up to 55 miles an hour. That could get a severe warning here in a second. So, yeah. Oh, tornado warning. It's about time they issue a tornado warning on this storm right here near May, Texas. Tornado warning. Took them a little while to issue that. That has had some rotation for a while. Now it's actually got something. So, a tornado warning with a fairly tight, deep area of rotation. That's actually a strong mesocyclone. Oh, wow. Yeah, very strong mesocyclone. 34,000 feet high. Oh. Missouri is being represented in chat. Welcome, RV at Feeling Free. Yup. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, but if you're in May, if you're in Rising Star, if you're in Pioneer, Cross Plains, Crosscut, if you're in Branton, please take shelter again. I see Minnesota's getting severe weather. Yeah. So if you're in May, if you're in Owens, it's where we do have that tornado warning. Have I been driving lately, Alex? You are asking. Yeah, I drove lately to my typical places. Yeah, Max, Texas has a total population of 500 people. Yeah, it's a rather small town, but it is close to that. And it's getting close to May. Rising Star, you are getting impacted by this, so please take shelter if you haven't already in your storm shelters. Yeah, look at these thunderstorms. Really, really deep. Including a storm over here that's really deep. Observed warning again. Where? Minnesota. Yup. There it is. Another confirmed tornado warning. So if you are in Minnesota, if you are in the Wilmar area, if you're in Panock, please take shelter. This is a tornado on the ground. This is not a particularly dangerous situation. This is just your regular tornado warning. Weather spotters have confirmed the tornado. What's up, Chase McClain? How are you? Man, I am so exhausted. Oh boy. Oh. That's why I'm stretching so much today. But yeah, I'm here still live streaming because I'm dedicated to. Maybe Alex Miller's making me tired. I actually get tired, funny enough. What about any of you? Are you all tired? Is anyone feeling tired today? Let me know in the chat. Big stretch, just like my cats. You're always tired, the Reaper? You're always tired. That's unfortunate. Why are you always tired, the Reaper? One of my loyal viewers are always tired. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Oh, that's unfortunately Chase McClain. I'm 57. I deserve to be tired. Yeah, well, as you get older, your body kind of does get tired overall. I'm tired because my sleep schedule's off. David, I keep getting ads. Good. Good. Means YouTube is doing its job at paying me. I am not 47, Alex. What's up, Ethan? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. which means you can probably join chat, right? Hey, Alex. Hey, Ethan. Almost called you Alex. Hey, Ethan. Hey there. How are you doing? Including a few tornado, 6 confirmed tornado report warnings that we had so far today. Yeah. So let me actually look. Yeah, 5 tornado reports. Oh, and by the way, Ethan, I got this cool satellite program. You'll see it on stream. It is absolutely wonderful. You could see real-time satellite images. I know, John, I saw your message. I saw your message. Do you see it? But pretty. Oh, yep, there we go. Sorry. Yep, now. Okay, yep, people could hear you. I had my desktop audio muted because my Discord notifications and some background noise comes through sometimes, would come through when I would start making my video, so I had to mute it in previous videos and stuff. Sorry.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So,
That's fine.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. It's Ethan B here. You know me from a couple of streams in the past. More than a couple, actually. We've been streaming for a couple years now. Doing severe weather forecast and coverage, and today, I'm continuing my role as a guest severe weather analyst here, looking at these storms going on in Missouri and a couple other places right now with some tornado warnings.
And the thing, Ethan, is the instability in Texas is immense. SBCAPE approaching almost 6,000. Actually, I think it's over 6,000 joules. I mean, it is extreme instability.
Wow. Yes, it is. We've got a very moist low-level air mass down in Texas, surmounted by extremely steep lapse rates, mid-level lapse rates. That's the temperature change in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, 8.5 to 9 degrees right now. So very steep, indicating very strong instability.
It's crazy. Yeah, lapse rates, or no, wait, instability downstream is in the range of about almost 5 to 6,000 joules per kilogram. And downdraft Cape, by the way, Ethan, 1,500 joules where these storms are in Texas. 1,500.
Oh yes, very strong downdraft energy on these.
And why is that, Ethan? What's causing that? Because we don't have dry air at the surface. Like, what's causing these decape values? Explain to people, like, what is...
Right. Yeah, well, in this case here, downdraft Cape is meant to estimate potential strength of rain-cooled downdrafts with deep convection. It's similar to Cape, but think of it as being backwards, where Cape goes up, downdraft Cape goes down. And why we have such high values today is mainly because of those very steep mid-level lapse rates. I mean, if you were to look at a vertical skew-T map, you would see some very dry air above the surface. We do have moist air at low levels. Again, a shallow moist layer at the surface, we get surface dew points of about 70 degrees, maybe a little higher even. And moist layer might not be the best word for it because we do have some substantial mixing that's taken place today, but relatively greater moisture due to the Gulf air that's in place. But once you go up in the atmosphere, the air is very, very dry. And what that does is as a downdraft is descending through that dry air, the rain starts to evaporate. That creates cooler air because evaporation is a cooling process. And as that downdraft sinks faster and faster because it's getting heavier, the downdraft gets stronger. So when that all finally hits the ground, you've got stronger winds as a result. And so that's kind of the idea why we have such high DCAPE values today across Texas and a couple other areas too.
Yeah. So, and that's why we're watching these storms in southern Texas with echo tops, Ethan, approaching 60 to 65,000 feet.
Gee whiz. Those are deep updrafts.
Yep. Deep updrafts. And the satellite imagery that I showed you, Ethan, there's even cloud top temperatures negative, almost negative 80 degrees, negative 80 Celsius.
Oh yeah, extending into very high levels of the atmosphere. Certainly.
I mean, you can see it right here. It's going to pop up on your end. I mean, I've not... Really cool software that I have. It is free, by the way, but
Yes.
I don't know if your computer will be able to handle it. Actually, I'm sure.
Probably not.
I'm sure it would because it's just satellite imagery. But it's meso. It's a meso thing, and so it updates every 30 to 40, every 30 seconds to a minute. So I can get real-time images on these storms. Real-time images.
Yeah, and that's a very valuable tool in the field of meteorology.
Yeah. I'll tell you, that storm in Brownwood, Ethan, has such strong updraft and overshooting tops. There's even rippling, like water from where the updraft is. You can see the clouds around it kind of rippling out a little bit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, certainly.
Martin's weather team was saying something about, can I use it for hurricanes? What are you referring to, Martin's weather team? Can I use it for hurricanes? What's up, buddy? 123. I'm looking to repurchasing WSV3 again. I'm not, Raid Omega has caused an issue to my computer and everything, and it's a bit of a program, so I'm looking into getting WSV3. I don't know if that's going to be possible right now, but I am going to hopefully get it here within probably the next month or so. Oh, the website. See, what website are you referring to, though, Martin's weather team? Oh, yeah, the satellite imagery you're probably referring to, right? Yes. As long as there's a mesofloat or satellite imagery on a hurricane, yes, it will work for hurricanes. By the way, Ethan, we have had almost an inch of rain here since May 1st.
Oh, in your area?
Yeah, in my area. After having temperatures in the mid to upper 90s, literally a few days prior to this huge pattern change. It's been in the upper 50s, low 60s here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Some good rain.
Yeah, some good, nice rain. All right. Just a few more subs and you will be caught up with Ryan Hall, y'all. Good luck with that. I am not even dare close to Ryan Hall, y'all. Ryan Hall, y'all, is in the millions. I'm only at 5,000. Let me see. I'm at 5,000 something. I am at 5.84K right now. So I have a long way to go. So if you want me to get to million subs, the only way you can do that is sharing the stream simply. getting this out to a lot of people, but I mean, otherwise, yeah, I'm super quadruply far.
Yeah, but you might get there someday.
Refresh your page, the Reaper. Ryan Hall, y'all, has 1.3 million. Exactly. That's 1,300,000 and the number of hundreds he has. By the way, I do want to talk to you related to my YouTube channel, Ethan, after the stream. I'm not going to be on for too much longer because I have other things I need to do. I actually have cousins that are here, and they need to clean my computer out because my C drive has not much more space left on it. So they need to, I don't know how to really do it at all. And then I have dinner.
Yeah,
so.
okay.
So we do have a tornado warning in Bethany, Missouri. Bethany, Missouri, tornado warning there. Strong couplet on that, by the way, Ethan. Strong couplet. We have 43 touching 63.
It is quite strong, and there are a couple of my storm chasing friends that are on this right now. You probably heard their names, Norman Smith, James Treft. They're on this right now, and they have seen some pretty, they've reported some pretty good structure on it. Wall cloud, mesocyclone. It is a pretty strong supercell, and I don't know if you've seen the latest mesoscale discussion, but it will continue to be posing hazards.
Oh, the maps thing, right? Are you referring to the maps website, Martin's weather team? I'm kind of confused. Which, water, David. We hit 102 degrees last Sunday. Oh, I know. It was hot. It was hot here for our first 100-degree day of the year. Yeah, it was hot here. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. How warm is it there today, Lily? What's up, Extreme Weather? DM me that satellite software I was looking for that long time. I was only one of my great friends that's a YouTuber sent me the link, and I don't know if he really wants me to send it out to a lot of people. I mean, that's not easy to find on the internet, so I don't know if I sent it to Tyler Base. I guess I can send it to other people, but oh, the one with the satellite, yes. All right, I'm telling you all that download this. I'm warning you right now. There is three different partitions of the download you have to do. You have to read through it very carefully in order for this to work. If you do it wrong, okay, it took me 3 to 6 hours for me to, not 6 hours, but it took me like 3 hours just to finally get it to work. So, if you want to use it, you have to download it the right way, or else, good luck. Here's a link to the website or to that download thing, Ethan. If you want, I'm not forcing you. It's free. It is free, but I think your computer would be able to handle it, I'm sure. It's just satellite images. But you get to zoom in. You could zoom in and there's cities and stuff. It's like GR2 It's like GR2 Analyst, but with satellite.
Cool. Thank you for sending it.
Yeah. But I really hope that people, I mean, let's, I mean, the reason why I don't want to send it out to many people is if I send it out to like 2 people, then they'll send it out to their friends. Then it's like, I mean, only one
The
other,
domino effect.
the domino effect. So if I send you this link, please do not share this with anyone. I mean, it's free for public domain, but I mean,
Yeah.
it's unique to a couple of whether it's unique to me and my other friend that's a YouTuber and everything. And I just don't want to, I mean, spoil it for everybody.
Yeah, I won't be doing any of that.
Of course. There's other, I mean, there's a website. It's called College Dew Page. You get meso floaters on there too. I don't think you guys realize that, but you get meso floaters, and you could actually, it's just as good. They update every minute. The difference is you cannot actually interact with the map and zoom in.
Yeah.
But yeah, look at these storms, Ethan. It's like pot of boiling water, overshooting tops.
Yes, absolutely. We've got really strong updrafts today, and once those are hitting the tropopause, we're kind of getting that rolling effect where you get those ripples spreading out from the top because these are so tall and the updrafts are so powerful.
I'm good on water. John 542E. But yeah, you can do a lot with this software. You can look at RGB and IR satellite, or you can look at different channels, satellite filters. There's that one, there's this one, and then there's this one. So you can get your cloud tops. The cost of renting a tornado is $50. What the heck? The cost of renting a Oh, we got a new tornado.
I'd be interested in renting a tornado.
Basically, I'm renting Ethan B. No, I'm just kidding. New tornado report, Ethan, out of Harrisburg in Minnesota. Brief touchdown in an open field.
Oh boy. Yeah. We do have, I believe that's where the tornado warning is still in effect.
Yeah, the confirmed one.
We got 3 tornado warnings right now in 3 different states. Minnesota, obviously, that you were just talking about there. Missouri, we've got, looks like portions of Daviess, Grundy, Harrison, Mercer counties. And in Texas, we've got Brown County. So, a couple tornado warned storms going on this evening.
Active! And get this, Ethan. What's funny is where the tornado warnings are, there is no tornado risk. No 2%.
Yeah, that's an interesting aspect of it too. We've had some landspout tornadoes as well, and those can be harder to predict.
Now, what's the difference between a landspout tornado and a tornado? I mean...
Yeah, that's an interesting question there. A landspout tornado is considered non-mesocyclonic. That means it's not emanating from a central rotating updraft in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. It spawns from these little thunderstorms that develop along a boundary that is rich in vorticity, for example. And at its very basic components, all you need to get a tornado is an updraft and vorticity. the updraft to stretch the vorticity, and the vorticity to create the spin. So landspout tornadoes can develop along boundaries where you don't necessarily need to get that mid-level mesocyclone going. They can develop just by tilting that vorticity along the boundary. Now, they tend to be weaker than mesocyclonic tornadoes because they're not quite as dynamic, but they are still to be considered just as dangerous. They're just a little less predictable because you don't necessarily get all the ingredients you get for the traditional supercell tornado when you get a non-supercell tornado.
Okay. So we do have that tornado warning that's still over May, Texas. We might have a new tornado warning, Ethan, near Santa Ana. That is still intense rotation, and that still has a pretty energetic mesocyclone.
Yes.
That cluster of storms in central Texas. Oh, and that is a flood warning. Oh no, life-threatening flash flooding. Wow. Lot of rain over there.
Yeah, we had, James was saying earlier, some tight low-level rotation indicated from his vantage point, also along with Norman, on that Missouri storm. So it is still rotating, still posing some hazards for downstream locations. Primarily looks like toward the Gilman City area, also Coffee, Missouri at this point.
Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna watch these storms for a little while longer. So, what are your thoughts for tomorrow? There's another enhanced risk for severe weather too, Ethan.
Correct, and it looks like I want to, before I get into that, say that it looks like there was a possible tornado report on that storm in Missouri, so that might have a tornado on it, but we've not received official confirmation. No, it was brief, so it's probably not on the ground anymore. But thinking about tomorrow, it looks like another day where it's going to be pretty active. We might be dealing with multiple modes of storms, where initially we've got some supercells going, and then we transition more into upscale growth. Upscale growth means these thunderstorms are covering more area, you get more of a damaging wind threat. I would say as you head off toward the northeast Kansas, Lincoln, Nebraska area, possibly towards southwest Iowa, you're going to have the initially greater threat for maybe a couple tornadoes uh, and some large hail spreading into parts of central Iowa. Lots of instabilities present. Certainly, you got a tremendous amount of instability because of the low-level moisture and the mid-level lapse rates. But once we transition away from those supercells, we will probably grow upscale into an MCS somewhere, expected probably in the southern part of Iowa by the evening. And when this happens, the SBC's wording is pretty serious on this. We could be seeing some significant damaging winds in localized areas, perhaps over 80 miles per hour in a couple places.
Oh my, the SBC, I didn't even pay attention to that part of the wording. 80 miles they mentioned?
Yeah, they're mentioning 65 knots, so 75 to 80 miles an hour could be entirely possible.
Oh, could they upgrade? Could it be a categorical upgrade?
There's a chance, but it's going to have to depend on how much confidence they have in that consolidating MCS developing.
Oh, okay. What's up, Tony H? Tony H. How are you? Okay. So now, interesting enough, Ethan, the storms in southern Texas. I mean, we really didn't see discrete supercells in central and northern Texas. It's kind of growing upscale almost rapidly. What are we seeing here? Why are we not seeing isolated to scattered individual intense supercells? We have a dry line. So what else could we be seeing that's causing this messy storm mode?
Well, certainly one of the factors is that the wind shear is not very strong down there. Wind shear is obviously, to the people who might be watching this right now, who might be unfamiliar with the term, wind shear is the change in wind speed and direction with height. You've probably heard it on TV before, and on David's stream as well. And typically, the 0 to 6 kilometer layer in the atmosphere, that's from the surface to 6 kilometers above ground, we want to see wind shear values probably in excess of 30, 35 knots to get a good supercell going, to get that good mesocyclone. Right now in Texas, we're looking more toward 25 to 30 knots, so not as conducive to getting that mesocyclone really sustained. And there's another parameter, it's the storm relative helicity. This is just accumulated vorticity relative to storm inflow in some portion of the atmosphere. And the higher the values, the more propensity the atmosphere has to start spinning. Typically for the 0 to 1 kilometer values of this, we want, 150 or so, or 150 or more to get a tornado and a strong low-level mesocyclone. Right now in Texas, it's very weak. It's less than 100 in most places. So the wind shear environment's just not very strong and not yielding these really good supercells like you might get in some other places, including up further to the north.
Yeah. And imagining Ethan with this amount of energy, and I was telling myself this, gosh, 6,000 joules of CAPE. Imagining if we had like 70 to 80 knots of shear and 0 to 1 kilometer SRH of like 400 or 500.
Oh, yeah, you would be seeing significant severe weather, including some big-time tornadoes.
Yeah.
I need to say, too, here, there was just a report from a storm chaser just off to the south of, looks like Bethany, Missouri. We had tennis ball size hail, so 2.5-inch diameter hail.
And also a new report came in not long ago from a trained weather spotter, golf ball size hail reported. So that is producing some hail, folks. That is producing hail. Oh, what is it?
Yeah, we just got actually upgraded to baseball size hail, just to the south of Bethany. So that hail is actually getting bigger, based on those reports.
Oh, are you serious? Oh.
Yeah, that is the latest report that just came in.
Okay, yes. Mostly quarters with golf ball to baseball size hailstones mixed in. Winds gusting over 60 miles an hour as well. Visible wall cloud in the vicinity. Wall cloud, Ethan, baseball size hail. Oh, wow.
We're talking about a big storm going on right here.
Yeah. Yeah, beyond all, I do get excited. I like Ethan. When he just intervenes, the way he intervenes sometimes, he says, oh, okay. Yeah, that is some very large hail. I mean, I like my Ethan be here. I mean, that's almost 3 inches in diameter, Ethan. 3 inches.
Yeah, that's huge. That is hail that's going to start getting to really damaging proportions and potentially causing serious injury for those who might be outside. That includes pets too. I know that everyone here probably has more common sense, but there are some people who might kind of forget sometimes that there's a pet outside, like a dog or something. You want to be sure to make sure those pets are inside when a storm like this is coming in, because that hail can be pretty damaging.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised we're not seeing really big hail markers on the storms in Texas. Earlier, there was only one that had like 3-inch hail marker on it. But gosh, with all that instability, I mean, and that's the thing, Ethan, why are we only seeing 1 to maybe 1.75-inch hail reports on the storms in Texas, despite a lot of the steepening mid-level lapse rates, the energy that's out there. I mean, we have the instability.
Yes, we do have the instability, and that's an interesting thing to think about. The instability, especially with regards to CAPE, is only one diagnostic tool for atmospheric instability, and it's only one aspect of the atmosphere overall. We really...
Hello? Hello? I think you're muted.
Okay, I'm sorry. What was happening?
Okay, you were talking about that. What we were wondering about the hail.
Oh, yeah. Instability is only one aspect of hail production and hail development. You've got to take wind shear into account as well. That's why you typically, to get hail, you want to get some decently strong wind shear, especially in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, in addition to the instability. You can get really large hail with less instability, but with stronger wind shear, because the idea here is that that hail has to be suspended in a portion of the atmosphere where it's getting coated in layers of water that freeze over, and you just keep it rolling in that layer until it gets big enough and falls. So instability is only one measure of that. The wind shear also really helps those updrafts to be able to grow and support these large hail events.
Okay. All right, new meso-analysis just came out on Call of Duty page. That storm is in the vicinity of 6,250 joules of CAPE.
Gee whiz. That is a lot of instability.
That's a lot. Oh my goodness, yeah.
That's a deep layer of instability.
And I'll tell you, the instability, the updrafts are so strong that there is rotation on these storms. Oh, and okay, no, I thought that was a new tornado warning. It's not. But really, really explosive storms down here in Brownwood, Texas. With echo tops exceeding 60,000 feet. 60,000 foot echo tops.
ESL asks, can you check the latest meso discussions?
Sure. Let's take a look. Oops, where did it go? Okay, here. Yes, severe threat continues within Weather Watch 189. Let's read this. So, severe risk mainly in the form of large hail and locally damaging wind gusts is ongoing in conjunction with storms in progress across parts of northern and central Texas. Latest radar loop shows a cluster of storms ongoing across western, northern Texas and the big country region, near and just ahead of a western Texas dry line extending from the east of Childress to west of San Angelo. These storms are occurring on the northwestern fringe of rich Gulf moisture, low 70 dew points, being advected northward across the eastern half of Texas ahead of the dry line, which is supporting strong instability, mixed layer CAPE in excess of 2,500 joules. With low-level southerlies veering increasing to right around 40 knots at mid-levels, shear sufficient to support updraft rotation has sustained several supercells, which have produced hail up to golf ball size. As the low-level southerlies increase nocturnally into this evening, storms will continue to redevelop across the North Texas vicinity, along with continued severe threat. Let's see the storm here. Oh, there's a meso discussion on that supercell in Bethany, Ethan.
Yeah, that is a storm of interest right here. We did have baseball-sized hail measured on that storm.
So as of 2315, regional radar analysis showed a well-defined supercell ongoing in Gentry County, Missouri. Ahead of this storm, an outflow boundary has been modifying through the day with around 3,500 joules of ML-CAPE and back surface flow noted along to the south of the boundary from SPC analysis. Mesoanalysis. The environment along this boundary is strongly conducive for low-level storm rotation with effective SRH of 300 meters squared per second squared. As the established supercell tracks into this zone of enhanced shear, STP of 3 to 4 over the next couple of hours. The risk for tornadoes may increase. Large hail will also be possible given steepening mid-level lapse rates and the supercell mode. Upscale growth is also possible, focused along and north of this boundary through the evening with a risk for strong damaging winds, hail, and a few tornadoes as well. That's from Leon's.
Yep.
Jacob Weather Aviation and Dot.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Sent this in. I don't know if I'm not gonna get in trouble. I'm showing images on Twitter with copyright, so.
Also, we've had an intensifying storm here recently near the McFall area in Missouri. It has become severe thunderstorm warned for ping pong ball size hail, but it might have hail that is up to about tennis ball size based on that hail marker there. And it's apparently developing a wall cloud.
Oh my goodness. That is in a radar hole. Okay, we got a new hail report, Ethan, on this supercell. 2.5-inch hail reported in Harrison, Missouri. Public reported 2.5-inch baseball size hail. Almost the size of baseballs. That is producing some significant hail.
Absolutely. That was less than 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That is extremely dangerous. That's on that new storm, by the way.
Wait, there's another area of rotation developing on that same storm in Missouri, right?
This is on the storm that's to the west of the tornado warned storm. That might be getting some rotation trying to develop, where we do have a bit of a wall cloud at this point.
I see it, yeah. What's up, Mango Chan? How are you doing? What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are enjoying. What's up, Rainbow Obsidian? Guess what? I saw you in the sky a couple of days ago. You're a rainbow, right? So you're Rainbow Obsidian. I wanted to show you all that Twitter post that I made. Look at this Twitter post.
What a beautiful rainbow on May the 2nd, 2023. Really, oh my gosh.
Look at
what
this.
A beautiful rainbow on May the 2nd, 2023. Really, really bright rainbow. Really bright. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful rainbow on May the 2nd.
That's the rainbow. Here's another one of it. Look at that.
Yeah, that is incredible.
It's actually a double. That's a double rainbow. Can find that on my Twitter page. Okay, Ethan, that just got warned. This storm right here has gotten warned for... It's a destructive baseball-sized hail. It has a level 3 severe thunderstorm warning on it.
Yeah, there we go. And there's a lot of chasers out there, so we should be getting some reports in if they happen to encounter that.
Yeah. Mango Chan, letting you know, Ethan, she has posted a clip of me on YouTube of me saying the ooh. You know, if you look at chat. I would take that down. Yeah. Or else you will be copyrighted. Actually, that's harassment, because you did it without my consent, so... What's up, Aiden Day? How are you? I'm not trying to be mean, Mango-chan, but I'm giving you a heads up and a warning that please take that clip down of me. Or, actually, you know what? If I find it, I could report it. Because I'm not going to be exposed. Oh gosh, Ethan, look at this tornado. This rotating... It's in a radar hole. I hate this. I so hate radar holes.
Me too.
Can't even get a good look at it. I'm gonna go to our YouTube channel page. Shoot. Oh yeah, go to channel.
If there's an issue with this, it can be, dealt with at a later time.
Yeah, I'm going to report it. I gotta take care of this right now. Can you talk for a bit, Ethan? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Share your screen. Share your screen really quick. This is pretty urgent. This is pretty urgent.
Okay, give me a minute to set things up. I don't have things set up quite just yet.
Yep, I am live. I am live, yeah.
It's got to open up here. Make sure we can see everything.
Yeah, we gotta share your screen first.
I know. I'm just trying to make sure that I get the software all set up.
Yeah.
Because I use that software to draw on the screen and be able to point things out. And that makes it a lot easier to tell what's going on where. It's very slow. Okay.
All right, let's Let's move it over. Okay. All right. You are good. There you go, Ethan. I need to take care of something.
Okay. Well, good evening, everyone, again. I'm Ethan B. here, filling in for David while he is taking care of some business right now. We've got a lot of storms going on right now this evening across a broad area from Minnesota to Missouri and down to Texas. We're looking at Missouri right now where we got some dangerous severe thunderstorm warnings here. Ping pong ball size hail on this lead storm would be Davies, Grundy, Harrison counties, headed off to the east. But this storm back here is listed as a destructive severe thunderstorm that is near Pattonsburg, or 10 miles southwest of Bethany. This includes Davies, East Central Gentry, and southwestern Harrison counties. Baseball-size hail has been reported. In fact, we just got a new report here, baseball-size hail in Harrison County by trained weather spotters. So, very destructive hail on this. Headed off to the east toward Coffee, Missouri. Let me see here. Yeah, okay, there we go. So here is on the left side of the screen, there's Coffee. Here's Bethany, Missouri, Gilman City. So you can get some reference points. And in here, actually, right here, where you can see the green arrows pointing toward, that is the core of big hail. And it is moving directly into Coffee and Gilman City areas. So you're going to get some very large hail here pretty soon, most likely, when that comes in. I do have a tool on here now, actually, where we can see a bunch of storm spotter beacons. So, you had not seen that before, because I just added this in earlier today, thanks to James and Norman here. You can actually see Norman Smith is down there. But anyway, this is showing where all the chasers are, and the point of this all is that there's a lot of storm chasers on this particular storm right here. You can see a pretty broad coverage. So this Missouri storm, we're going to be getting a lot of reports. We got a lot of people out on it that are making sure to keep track of what's happening. So some big hail headed into the area here pretty soon. And that's the only storm that's going on in Missouri right now. Let's hop on down to Texas. It's been another hot spot today. Once it loads. My computer is a bit slow.
It doesn't make any sense.
What'd you find?
All of these books are under $5 at thriftbooks.com.
Yeah, so you got a clustering of thunderstorms right here. A lot of storms going on with some severe weather. We've recently had golf ball size hail.
I'm back.
In Throckmorton. Okay, welcome back.
Oh, she took it down. She took that video down, but if she brings it back up, I will finish the copyright request infringement. All right, I am back, you guys. I am back. Sorry about that. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in Bethany that is warranted for very large hail, 2.5 inches in diameter. 2.5 inches in diameter. Ongoing right now. So we are going to watch this closely if you're in Brimson, if you're in Tyndall, if you're in Spickard, if you are in the Trenton area, Grundy County in Missouri. Yeah, that is new destructive severe thunderstorm warning has been issued, Ethan. New destructive severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. This is for baseball-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Oh, yeah. So, quite a damaging storm right there.
Twin mesocyclones on that. Twin mesocyclones on this, Ethan. Brimson and Coffee have 2 mesocyclones.
Yeah, we are concerned about that developing off to the southeast here. Actually, could be producing some very large hail, but might have a tornado risk too as we head into the next couple hours.
Yeah, strong supercell. Martin Weather Team, if you want to shout me out, that's up to you. That's up to you. That's totally up to you. But yeah, share this stream with your family and friends on social media, please, if you can. We are tracking the storms closely. Oh, Ethan, we got an interesting storm report. You wouldn't believe this.
What is it?
Out of Anchor City, storm report there. Social media video of several power flashes alongside the road in south of Anchor City. This is in Anchor County, Texas.
Oh, wow. Okay, so big damage to power lines going on there, actually. That can be caused by tornadoes, but not always. You can get it happen from damaging winds as well.
Yeah. Also, you might want to look at the storm in Lake Brownwood, Ethan. That has a pretty intense looking couplet on it. Very strong couplet. Holy moly.
Yeah, well, also, we just got a 60 to 70 mile per hour wind report from 2 miles south of Gilman City, Missouri. So some strong winds happening as well on those storms.
Oh, yes. Okay, yep. I see it. Gilman City, yep. Look at all the hail reports coming out on this. 4 significant hail reports.
Absolutely.
But look at the storm north of Bangs, Ethan, in Texas. Really strong couplet.
Yes, that bears watching with these supercells especially. If they develop that mesocyclone, they can more easily stretch vorticity in the low levels and really get things going when it comes to tornado risk. However, I do want to clarify that tornado risk in Texas is not extremely high. It's, an isolated tornado threat maybe. As we head up toward Missouri, we've got a slightly greater tornado chance, especially within the next hour or two, maybe 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. So, yeah, huge. Definitely a pretty impressive looking mesocyclone on that storm. Man, that mesocyclone, Ethan, extends all the way up to 60,000 feet on that southern storm.
Yeah.
Oh, is that your friend, Ethan, your local metalhead, D?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Is she a storm is it a... It looks like it's a she, right?
Yeah. She's in southeast Missouri. She's not a chaser, but get some weather reports from that area as well.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Glad you were able to stop by. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah, she's been following your channel for a while now.
That's great. So yeah, we are.
To the point that we've had.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Yeah, to the point that we were discussing earlier, we've got very large hail risk going on in northern Missouri right now. But to the locations that are downstream, including those who are in or near the current tornado watch, that goes all the way to Kirksville, Missouri. Keep in mind that these are still going to be posing hazards in the next few hours, and that low-level wind shear is going to be ramping up as it heads east. That is why in the evening hours we typically have an increase in tornado risk, because that low-level jet tends to strengthen and we get stronger low-level wind shear, and that strengthens to, or that translates to a stronger mesocyclone, which increases the tornado risk. So you might still have a couple tornadoes in north central Missouri this evening before the day's out. So keep that in mind for downstream locations as well. We don't have any tornado warnings on these storms at the moment. Oh my gosh.
What?
Wow. We just got updated one of these hail reports from earlier. Gilman City, Missouri, we've got 4-inch hail reported.
Oh my gosh.
That was 14 minutes ago.
Oh, oh my goodness. 4 inches in diameter. So we're at softball size. Oh my gosh. 4 inches. Dang. Huge. Huge. And reflectivity on this, Ethan, is 70 decibels.
Absolutely. A lot of reflection of the radar energy because of the hail concentration.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the rain.
I will be right back.
The rainbow has to go and have some dinner. All right, Ethan, yeah. 4-inch hail marker on that. Gilman City, oh yeah. Softball size hail potentially. Softball size hail, that's going to do a lot of damage. Do a lot of damage. So if you're in Tyndall, Trenton, if you're in Spickard, please take shelter. We're looking at some large hail. Really large hail. This is what we will name the John 54-2E storm. He is pretty intense. A really intense storm. So if you're downstream of this, please take shelter. Please take shelter. Also, if you guys are interested in joining the Weather Force Discord server, there is a link in the chat leading to the Discord server. So if you want to participate in that, there's a link in the YouTube chat. So if you're in Galt, downstream, huge hail production. Big time hail production on this storm. Big time hail production. Looks like reflectivity has dropped a little bit. For a little bit there. It's pretty significant. So, yeah. Any questions you guys might have? I'm probably going to head off. It is getting close to dinner time, and I need to get my computer cleaned out with unnecessary files and stuff. But do you guys have any questions at all that you guys need to ask me before I head off? Thank you, Martin, for tuning in. Alex, I'm sorry, gotta go. I've been live here for over 3 hours, and I can't be live the entire time. Check my sugar levels. I'm not gonna acknowledge that question, Alex. Alex, stop it. So, any questions? Any questions, anybody? Oh, we got a new tornado warning. Is this anything significant? Oh boy, it's in a populated area. So, gonna have to watch this, actually. Where? Pure Orange. Where? Where did she post that? Pure Orange. So if you're in Brownwood, Texas, there is a tornado warning. There's a tornado warning that is issued. What's up, Wolf Wolf? How are you doing? How are you? 3-inch hail on that storm, by the way. I don't know where Ethan went. Send me the link, you guys.
I'm back.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Never mind.
Really strong mesocyclone on that supercell in Missouri near the Jamesport area.
All right. Can you do me a favor, Ethan?
What?
Can you share your screen really quick for a little bit?
Yeah, hold on here.
Thank you. Okay. There we go.
You got it?
Yup, I got it. I'll be back.
Okay.
I will be back in a little bit. Gotta take care of something.
Alright. Well, it is me again, here. We're tracking storms continuing into the evening across many areas, but first of all, we're going to look at Missouri here, where we do have a couple of strong storms going on. Really strong mesocyclones, indicated by this hook echo right here north of the Jamesport area, another hook over here by the Trenton, Missouri area. Some very large hail and very strong mesocyclone indications on both. As you can see on the right here, generally, these might not be true indications of the mesocyclone strength, but you can see by the enhanced values there, by Trenton, Missouri, over toward Jamesport, Missouri, we've got some really strong storms that have had a history of producing some significant severe weather, including Gilman City, where we had 4-inch diameter hail just a little bit ago. Really crazy on these storms. And I don't have any new radars up, so we're going to have to jump down again to Texas, because Texas is another area we've had a lot of storms going on. Into Oklahoma now, actually, we've got some storms as well. But first of all, we're going to go down into Texas, where we have a tornado warning ongoing right now. This includes the city of Brownwood. This is for central Brown County, Texas. A tornado warning does continue until 8:15 Central Time. That is capable of producing some very large hail, up to tennis ball size, and is moving at around 20 miles per hour. So, Brownwood early looks like, what is that? Zephyr, you are in the path of this storm here based on the warning, and you need to be taking shelter, because you can see quite plainly on the right side of the screen, that area I'm circling is a really strong area of rotation. Might not be a tornado, but it might produce a tornado at any time. And so that's why we always want to be on alert for that. In arrows, there's Brownwood. Here is Early. And for reference, here is Bangs, Texas. Just so you can get an idea of where things are. And it looks like that might have broadened a little bit. Or no, it moved eastward, okay. Still some rotation near on the north and central parts of Brownwood into Early. Could produce a tornado at any time, and you do need to be taking shelter. This is also going to be producing some very large hail. So as that does move off to the east or even southeast, Early, Owens, Texas, you're going to have to be on the lookout for some very big hail, potentially up to tennis ball size, near baseball size, according to the warning. To the north of there, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for a couple counties. Eastland and Comanche counties, we've got 65 mile per hour wind and some relatively large hail possible. We're including the cities of Gorman. I'm going to actually point this out here in circles. If you look on the left side of the screen, here's Gorman, Texas, Comanche, Texas down here. Looks like Duster over here, De Leon over here. Dublin is all the way over here, not in the warning yet, but needs to be watching out for this. So a couple cities are in the path of this big cluster of storms, could produce some significant wind and hail. And we're up to 15 severe thunderstorm warnings in total now. Let's go up here. We got a bunch of little storms going on across a really large area of Texas. This covers a broad area from, looks like Henrietta, all the way up here, down to Throckmorton down here, and even Albany, Texas. Here, we got bunches of little storms in between. Throckmorton southward, you got smaller storms, and to the northeast of there, you got a broader area of storm potential. In all of these areas, damaging winds and large hail are quite possible. And to the north of there, we get this powerful little supercell going through Frederick, Oklahoma. Has produced some golf ball size hail by a trained weather spotter estimated, but it could be capable of producing hail up to tennis ball size as it moves off to the northeast at 48 miles per hour. So, powerful little storm there, headed up into southwest Oklahoma, Indianola right here, Lawton, Oklahoma, looks like Chattanooga, Oklahoma. You're going to be in the path of this. You need to be looking out Snyder, Oklahoma as well, right over here. Looking out for this powerful storm that is producing some really large hail. And we're now up to 16 total severe thunderstorm warnings. Let me open up this tab right here, and you can see this is a list of all the warnings we've got in effect and their towns. We've got, I'm not even going to try to name off all of them because I would take up a lot of time here. But severe thunderstorm warnings in Texas, Missouri, Minnesota, Nebraska, and Oklahoma, looks like, with a single tornado warning going on in Brown County, Texas. A lot of storms going on, a lot of active warnings right now. Whoops. And just a lot of activity going on in a broad area. That's been kind of the theme of the evening right now. If you're looking for a tornado risk, we're probably going to be focusing our attention more on these storms up in northern Missouri, because these storms have, in a relative sense, the best risk for tornadoes. They've got the strongest level of wind shear, they've got access to strong instability, and we've seen that already play out with tornado warnings, unconfirmed tornado reports, and some really big hail. Again, we're looking at one supercell here near Jamesport, over to the Trenton area, then from Trenton to Tyndall. You can kind of see where I've made outlines on the left side of the screen. Those are two supercells ongoing. They're right next to each other. Because they're right next to each other, I'd say the southern one has a better tornado risk. So Jamesport, off to the east and south of there, need to be on the lookout for a possible tornado this evening. A tornado watch does remain in effect. And based on that, any thunderstorm in this watch area or near it could produce a tornado or some other forms of severe weather, including very large hail. I'm going to make my screen here. Whoops. That's having a problem here. I'm going to... Hello? Okay, sorry, we're having a little bit of a technical difficulty. I'm going to try to pop out the chat so I can actually see here. I don't have another screen with me right now, so we're just going to pop that out and we can be able to actually, I can see what you're talking about. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will do my best to answer them. And we'll see how things go from there. Waiting for that to load. As we look off to these, actually I'm going to move it over here. These storms in north central Missouri, really powerful storms with a history of very large hail, destructive hail. Also some really high winds, even 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. Para Orange, what's David doing? He's taking care of some personal business in the background here. And Ethan Fox, welcome. We are glad to have you here. And I agree with John here, what he was saying just a little bit ago. You know, let's remain respectful, and that what everyone's talking about, let's not talk about that right now. Let's just kind of forget about that at this point, because we're trying to focus on weather conditions and keeping people informed, as we do have a number of dangerous storms going on right now. And actually, I'm going to open this up into another radar tab so we can get a broader view, because right now we're looking in northern central Missouri. This is going to be near the Jamesport, Trenton, Tyndall areas. Also near Laredo. we have storms with a history of some very large hail and some damaging winds as well. But part of the... Oh, well, okay. I'm going to actually take those place files off there so you can see. There's some storms developing here, okay, too. So, storms going over in Illinois. Not severe immediately, but could be some strong storms later tonight. Watch out, Indiana, Illinois, surrounding areas. You need to be aware in case something does develop. Not as much of a tornado threat, but still something to look at. We're going to skip all the way down here to Texas because we've got a number of...
I am back.
Welcome back.
So, I'm going to direct message you, Ethan. We're going to go right back to severe weather.
Okay, you got me?
Yeah, I got you. I hear you. Yep. All right, I'm back. Look at DMs, Ethan.
Okay, hold on here. Okay, got it.
Look at DMs, Ethan.
So those storms are still really going... Okay, here. You don't have to do that, but it's whatever you decide to do.
I saw your message. Jay Zord's Weather Center. Yes. Peter Orange, that's not what I was trying to do. Okay. I had to take care of personal business.
Also, the rotation area has roughly reached the early Texas area in that Brown County tornado warning. So that's coming toward the city now.
Yes, it is. So we are watching this tornado warning. Going right over Brownwood right now. That storm, that southernmost flank of the storm. Quite intense there. We got quite a bit of rotation. We got velocities. Again, reds and yellows are moving away from the radar. Greens and blues are moving toward the radar. So just a cluster of storms right there that are producing some immense winds. No new hail reports coming in off that storm, but still, Gruddy, that storm there, very intense in Missouri. That is producing very large hail. Earlier hail report of 4 inches in diameter. That is quite significant. That's enough to do a lot of damage. New tornado warning.
Yep.
Oh,
in Missouri.
Gosh. I was just in that area. Yep.
There we go.
And that's a very intense supercell. Wow.
Yeah, these storms have really been able to utilize what's available in the environment to continue producing significant hail and tornado risks.
Yeah. So if you're downstream, if you're in Gruddy, if you're in Laredo, please take shelter. Again, we are talking about a tornado. If you're in Humphreys, if you are in Bowning, please take shelter. Oh my gosh, my thing is out on Twitter, Ethan.
It's fine.
No, it's not.
Also, for that new tornado warning, that does extend from Trenton down to Laredo in northern Missouri. And that is moving at 20 miles per hour, so you do have time to take shelter if you are downstream. But don't wait to see or hear the tornado. That thing is very much wrapped in rain at this point.
Hey, if you guys find that Twitter, mention me in it, please. Actually, yeah, mention me in it, please. I know, Pure Orange. Mention me in it or send me the link to that. So a tornado warning still is issued for Laredo. If you're in Laredo, please take shelter. I looked at the DMs, John. Oh, new destructive severe thunderstorm warning issued, Ethan.
Oh, wow. Where's this one for?
For that in the tornado warning in Missouri. For baseball,
I see.
Baseball size hail.
Wow. Very destructive.
So how's everybody doing? How's everybody enjoying the stream?
And for those who have not yet, please be sure to like the stream. We are only 8 away from reaching 100 likes.
Oh, it's nothing bad. Never mind.
Looks like some storms blowing up to my west now, over in Illinois.
Beautiful.
Okay, also there's a storm chaser report. Aaron Rigsby says tornado damage in downtown Trenton, Missouri. Debris was in the air, signs down. It has since lifted, but there appears to have been a tornado in Trenton, Missouri.
Oh my gosh, this storm. I'm telling you. Big hail and a tornado. So if you're in Trenton, please take shelter. Again, strong thunderstorm and a tornado on this.
Wow, that super thunderstorm warning really got extended.
Well, folks, if you guys have any questions, I am going to actually have to head off, Ethan, not because of that issue, but I need to have my cousin come right over there next door, and I need him to clean out my computer, and I need to have dinner because I'm hungry and everything. So it's not because of that issue. I actually do have to go. I wanted to go about 30 minutes ago, but this tornado warning popped up.
I get it.
I am so sorry, folks. I am so sorry. Otherwise, I would be live on here a lot longer, but my computer literally has like 5 gigabytes left of memory on it on the C drive, and I need it cleaned out. Or otherwise, I can't upload, well, I can probably upload videos. I would just have to put them on a different drive then to upload them from there. So, but yeah, you guys, live streaming will be provided in the Discord server. I don't know if someone is going to live stream in Lobby 1 on these storms if possible. Yeah, I got famous. Yeah, right. So any questions you guys have to ask me before I head off? You ask me and Ethan. Ask me and Ethan.
Absolutely.
And that is a really dark storm, too. Oh my goodness. Really dark storm.
Oh, you've got a storm too?
Yes, to my northeast. It is really dark, actually.
Oh, nice.
Let me see, though. Oh, yeah, that is on Doppler. Yeah, that's a strong storm right there. That had a lightning strike, so I did hear thunder. Yep, that is quite menacing. Okay, Ethan, new hail report.
I think I see that one there. Big time hail.
Quarter and baseball size hail falling. Gosh.
Yeah, that would be it. Also, we had a slowly rotating wall cloud reported by a storm chaser. That is... Where is that? That is to the... Gosh, I can't even see my locations on here. That is to the southwest of Laredo in Missouri.
Yeah, there's Laredo right there. Yeah. Very big hail on this. Storm has been notorious for producing numerous significant hail reports. Any more questions? I think that's going to be it. All right, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Hopefully the next live stream will be a lot more better. I feel like this stream I did not do very I didn't do very well, partially because I was tired and everything, but other things just that we had just now. So I do have to head off. My cousin needs to come up here and help me with the disk drive and stuff, and then got to have dinner, and then I will have a video out tomorrow afternoon. This morning's video was just because of a briefing, but tomorrow we're going to go back to the 4 o'clock upload, so catch me there on my next video. Thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe, share, and like, and also check out trilogymaps.com to purchase your awesome professional maps there. All right, thank you all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day. As always, I'm David Schlotthauer on May the 6th, 2023. That's going to sum it up for today's severe weather live coverage.